This is the OverLores, the Warcraft podcast for the lore nerd and lore noob alike.
Awkward.
I knew you were going to do that. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the OverLores video cast. I am Vincent. I go by Rilandune in the World of Warcraft and everywhere else online for that matter. With me is, as always, Jason. He goes by Nevik. Say hello, Nevik.
Oh, wow. I feel really weird right now.
Good. And this is the OverLores. We are the World of Warcraft podcast for the lore nerd, and lore noob alike. We are an audio podcast, but we are venturing into the realm of video casting with this, our first official video cast. We're going to be delving into the Forsaken starting experience with a special guest. It is absolutely about time. We have a special guest who is a returning guest. And anyone who is a listener of the audio show, which why are you not a listener to the audio show yet if you're not, you would know this guest. She was on before, and this is actually why we're doing this as a video cast. She suggested, in fact. We have with us none other than Michele Morrow. Hello, Michele.
Hi, what's up?
How you doing?
I got you guys to the Undead.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
See, my plans are working.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know how
I-
much of this
I
Undead
originally
stuff I'll be able to
twisted his
handle.
He was going to do it. He was going to do it.
I was going to do it, but I needed Michele to kick me in the arse and push me over the edge.
Yeah.
So as you can see, I'm staring at the character creation screen at the moment and looking at a very hideous creature.
Come on. They're not that ugly.
No, they really are.
Ashen.
I'm actually trying to find, there we go, a face that actually
Has a jaw.
has a jaw, yes. I am actually going to go with a female. I have never played a female toon in any game I've ever, any MMO
except on
ever.
Midgard. Yeah.
Well, yes, but that's a different story. I'm going with a female
Female
toon
gnome,
because,
of course.
I mean, let's be honest. Look at his male character. That is just plain hideous. I don't know how Undead players can do it. I really don't. I mean, look at that thing. So, no thank you. I will go with a female.
Ashen.
First time since 1997 of playing MMOs I have ever rolled a female toon. So, here we go.
History in the making.
And hopefully, I think the narration and the cinematic should play pretty well. I hope the volume is set properly. So, let us hear the Forsaken intro. Oh, except you two won't hear it. Oh well.
That's fine. We'll just talk right over it.
Yeah.
Cause you to edit it.
I'm not editing anything. Live the hard drive.
You should take in the experience.
The volume of the voiceover is a little low. Oh no.
You're going to just have to rip it.
Yeah, it's really low. Darn.
You can just, it's easy to get.
Yeah. It's the original guy, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's got to be the original. What was his name? The gentleman who passed away who did the original voiceovers for these?
But the text has changed, so it's a guy who sounds like him.
Yep.
They did change the text. They changed the.
Oh yeah,
Did they?
Undead
Okay.
starting experience is completely different.
Okay. Well, hey, now
Well,
I'm
maybe
seeing
not completely.
Valkyries standing there. Was that those are new, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's new with the changes in that story, which we actually, everyone will remember, we discussed that with Michele on the Lady Sylvanas short faction leader short story episode. So these are the actual Valkyrs that raised her from the dead, right? Sylvanas?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Well, no.
No.
Well, no, yes. Agatha.
Yes, Agatha. Okay, yes, that's who we're speaking to first. Oh, hello. Little rebirth moment there. Okay. And I take it that is the two of you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nev Humshell. Brilliant. And
Nev humps Hellscream.
oh, Nev humps Hellscreen. Yes, I love it. And Real Diamond, I hate you. I really do.
Hey, it was appropriate.
I really, really do. Oh, Oh, you know,
And I have no jaw.
I'm gonna flip my flip my chat window over to combat log because Hydra actually just started messaging me. Hi, Hydra. All right, let's jump right into the quest text here. Agatha gives us a quest called... Oh, and I should explain to everybody what we're doing here. We are going through the Undead starting experience. We're going to basically go from start to finish. So we're going to take it in parts. We're not sure how long each section is going to take, but we're going to run through all the quests and lore of the Undead starting experience. And actually, you know what? Michelle, do me a favor. Can you read that? Because I'm actually going to address my in-game volume levels real quick because they're way too low.
The quest description?
Yes, please.
All right. Nev humps Hellscream. Rise, Nev humps Hellscream. Welcome back to the realm of the living. With the blessed and power of the Dark Lady, I have freed you from death's grip. You are no slave, Nev humps Hellscream. You are free to follow whatever path you choose from here. If you choose to serve the Dark Lady Sylvanas, I recommend you speak with Undertaker Mordo. You will find him behind me in the graveyard. Rewards, 2 copper. Sweet.
Yeah, how convenient. He's right over there.
Yes, that is a short run.
You guys want to be in a group?
Yes, we should. Yeah, let me set that up. Oh, never mind. Thank you, Nev Holmes Hellscream. That is wonderful.
Just remember, Michelle, when we go kill Lady Sylvanas, I'll have the last laugh.
I have to say, I'm a little surprised you went with a hunter, Michelle.
Well, I think yeah.
Sorry.
It is surprising. I know.
Unnecessary sarcasm is unnecessary.
No, it's true. Well, hello there. You must be Nev Humps Hellscream. Yes, I am.
All right, I will take this one, the Shadow Grave. I'm pleased to see that you're up and walking around. Undead Rill. Yes, I have no creativity. You've... Not tonight, I'm tired. You've held up nicely, especially after being dead for so long. So that's wonderful. They're actually... He's commenting on the lack of decomposition of my corpse. That's great.
I think he gave you a compliment.
I should take that as a compliment. You're right. Others weren't as lucky. If you wouldn't mind, I need you to fetch my embalming fluid and some twine to stitch up these bodies. Oh, wow. You'll find both in the Shadow Grave, the building just behind me. Here, Darnell will join you. He knows the way. Darnell. Darnell's quite large, isn't he? He's a big one.
He's bigger than me.
Well, I mean, that doesn't take much.
Oh.
Oh, a crypt. I would never have thought there would be a crypt in the Undead starting zone.
Yeah, right.
So let me ask you two, Forsaken or Undead? How do you refer to them? Both? I have to make a conscious effort to remember to say Forsaken. Because unless I'm mistaken, that term was never really used in vanilla. Am I wrong, Nev? I mean, it was always just undead, right?
No, they were referred to as the Forsaken.
So why does the race itself... I always wonder that. Why are they just called undead then, instead of Forsaken?
Because of the scourge, I assume. Because being undead was... we were raised... That's why the undead are hated so much. I mean, they're not very liked. People don't like them because they associate them with problems. They associate them with, their families being killed, and when the undead came to your town, like when the undead came to Silvermoon, they came with Arthas, who had raised them in an evil way.
Mm-hmm.
He raised them and then slaughtered the entire city.
Right.
And then not only did he do that, he was raising the city as he was going. So, I mean, according to some lores, I mean, I'm not a lore expert, by any means, or a lore source, but as from what I've read, they had, brothers killing their families, sisters killing their families. Like, they get raised up, and the people who were living, the remainder, had to see that atrocity. So the blood elves had to go through. So it's pretty rough. So being an undead is kind of controversial because you're seen as being a very bad person,
Right.
and and you're not a person anymore, but you're seen as being a very bad figure. And so when you're brought back to life, Sylvanas is, if she got these people to come be on her side, break their will against, originally, before she was able to raise the dead, she was just taking the undead, the ones that were left over, she was bringing them to her. They were coming to her. Now that she's able to raise the dead, that's a whole different scenario. But prior to that, all these people, the forsaken, the forgotten, the ones, that's what that means, they were kind of left. People don't see them as good.
Right.
So.
Right. No, I agree. Oh, mindless zombie coming.
Hell is.
All
Where
right.
the hell is Twine?
Yeah, it's on the. It's a lot smaller than the embalming fluid. I had a hard time finding it too. It's on the table on the corner.
Sauce on the table?
Yeah.
Yep,
Oh,
both
yeah.
of them.
You can't even see that one.
I know, it's tough.
What up, Liz? I can't find the Twine when I'm supposed to be talking at the same time. Ugh.
As we turn in the quest, we
Maybe it needs like a big, glowing yellow gear over it.
Smart ass. Undertaker Mordo has this to say: exactly what I needed. You'll be an asset to the Forsaken Undead Realm. Yes.
Yeah, you certainly shall.
Yes.
We're converting.
Word has it that you were quite the mage in your previous life. Perhaps I should assign you to a more exciting task. Oh boy. I'm afraid to hear what this is. And all the mindless zombies now became targets.
Mm-hmm.
Those that couldn't be saved. The Valkyr raise hundreds of corpses every day. Agatha raised you just a few moments ago. Not all are as lucky as you, however. Some maintain their free will, but live in constant fear and confusion. They usually run off into the woods, cowering at their own reflections. Others lose their minds completely, shambling about aimlessly. They often turn to violence and must be destroyed. This is your task. Destroy them, our former brothers and sisters, though they might be. So that's kind of gruesome. You're actually tasked at killing people that, like you said, are former brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, from the very beginning, like you said, Michelle, Undead have a rough life, to say the least.
Yeah, it's not cool. People don't look at them in a good way, and even the undead themselves have to look at it and say, who among us are ones that have enough of a free will to survive
Right.
in this form and to endure what they've endured. That's why you've got, some of them, that they created the plague. Like, you've got that, which is what Sylvanas is not using, but we'll find more that later.
Exactly, you're right.
Yeah.
Those that could not be saved. Not even the power of the Valkyr was enough to save these creatures. They were doomed from the beginning. I have obtained some equipment for you. It's not much, but it will help. Please take your pick.
Yeah, it's because I did all the dirty work for you.
Yes, you did. Thank you.
Meanwhile, caretaker Kais, I guess that's how you'd pronounce his name.
Yeah, sounds about right.
He has a quest for us as well. Oh, king, peasant, or hunter. I don't care what you were before. I just need somebody with a working tongue. Hey, tongue's hanging out of my... It just so happens in my mouth right now, because I have no jaw. But that's besides the point. Being raised from the dead is strenuous. Not everyone copes with it as well as you did. In particular, there are 3 newly raised undead who are having trouble coping right now. I want you to go find them and talk to them. It might be that... I'm sorry, I just totally lost my place right there. Yep. It might be that they just need someone that they can relate with. You'll find them here in the graveyard. And hey, guess who we get to talk to? We get to talk to Lillian Voss.
Ooh, really?
Marshall,
Yep.
Cat, Lillian Voss, and Val.
Ooh,
And
nice.
Valdred Moray.
See, that's the other nice little like bonus of this is that this is really the only way for us to culminate our very first forays is as the OverLores, doing the Gilnean starting the Worgen starting experience. This is the only way to really culminate that, which is interesting.
Yeah. So Valdred Moray has I
What's going on?
died? Yes, you're right. I died. It was an orc. He cut off my hands and left me to die. Wait, you have hands. Maybe I guess they were stitched back on. Oh, these aren't my hands. These aren't my hands. Poor guy. That would...
Calm down, Valdred. Undertaker Murdo has probably sewed some new ones on for you.
I suppose this is my fate then. Ha! Part of an undead army. Somehow I never considered that I might end up fighting for the Forsaken. He looks back up at you. What do I do now?
You talk to Undertaker Mordo. He'll tell you what to do. That's all I know.
Oh, here she is.
Little Lillian Voss.
Look at her. She's scared of a tree.
She is scared of a tree. You're absolutely
Get
right.
away from me, you abomination!
I'm not an abomination. I simply just want to talk to you.
The undead are a taint upon Azeroth. Every one of you creatures deserves to be destroyed.
Lillian, do you realize that you are an undead yourself?
No, you're lying. My father will protect me.
Oh, yeah, that he will. All right, Riel.
All right. Stand back, monster. You want to fight? Because I'll fight you. I'll fight any one of you creatures. Do you hear me?
I'm not here to fight you. I've only been asked to speak with you.
Oh, really? Fine. I don't want to join you and your Forsaken. Maybe I'll start my own Forsaken. Maybe I'll invent Forsaken with elbows. That's brilliant. I love it.
You are free to do whatever you like.
Let's see. Who are you calling a monster? You're the monster. I'm just a man who died. 'Cause I'm free to do what I want.
It shows, like, you know, when these people are resurrected. So
Yeah.
they're with it. It's very conflicting.
Mm-hmm.
Do you embrace it? Do you try to have your old life back? Or, you know, do you try to think that you can go do your own thing?
Right.
I just think brains.
For some reason, I was getting a real, like, 12 Monkeys vibe. I don't know why, though. I mean, Harold has nothing to do with it, but I don't know. I guess I was just picturing Brad Pitt freaking out, yelling about, you know, check your doses, check your doses. You've done well, Mage. As you can see, not all of us have resigned to our fates. I'm glad to see that you're at least willing to work. Valdred will be a valuable asset to the Forsaken. As for the other two, there is not much we can do. We cannot force them to join us. Valdred, remind me real quick, which one was Valdred?
Valdred was
the first one we spoke to.
Yeah.
With the hands.
Talks to. He
Yep.
was like,
Okay.
yeah, the sewn on hands.
All right. So they already know that Lillian's not going to be of any use, I take it?
Well, it comes in later.
Oh, good point. Let's see.
Spoilers.
Beyond the graves, Darnell tells me that the two of you have already met. That's good because I'm sending you both to Death Nail. Your work is done here. Speak with Death Guard Saltine Crackers in Death Nail.
Crackers.
to the north. He will tell you more of what you must know. Now we're heading to Death Nail in Trishfall Glades. Oh, okay, nice.
Aspect of the cheetah. Oh no.
Do you? I was gonna say, there's no way you have that already. You threw me off for a second.
Psych.
Yeah.
When do you get that? 16? 18? Something like that? 16? It's not 20. It's got to be before you get your mount.
Oh, here's Death Guard Saltine Crackers. Hey, I want some tomato soup now, please. Can you do you have some tomato soup, Death Guard?
Level 24. Get it. Level 24. Okay, so Death Guard saltine crackers.
Those Valkyr have been really busy resurrecting you newbies lately. I've already sent I've already seen a couple dozen new bodies run down that hill since this morning. You, however, are the most promising hunter I've seen yet today. Oh, really? That's awesome.
It's
I
funny.
bet he's gonna. I bet he's gonna say the exact same thing to you, Michelle.
No, he said that, except for he said that I was better than you.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Then that puts Real Diamond.
Real Diamond. Come
Real
on.
Diamond
Real Diamond has the voice of a god.
Real Diamond was done that one.
Real Diamond. I hate you. Recruitment. We've been shipping in dead bodies. That's lovely. From Silverpine, Hillsbrad, hell, anywhere we can get them from. We can't, however, afford to ignore the bodies which are sitting right on our front doorstep. The last vestiges of the Scarlet Crusade roam here in Trisfall Glades. While we've managed to push them from death now, several of their bodies litter the buildings to the north and the east. Go find them and bring that Darnell fellow with you. He looks strong enough to carry a few corpses. That he does. He's quite large. So we're to search Death Knell and the vicinity for 6 scarlet corpses.
Quest in here too. We should grab it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Good
It's
call.
Scourge on our perimeter, and that's by the Shadow Priest Sarvis. If you're going to be an asset to the Forsaken, you need to learn how to fight, and there's no better target than the Scourge minions that continue to pester us. The wretched ghouls and rattlecage skeletons that roam the north and to the east are former troopers of the fallen Scourge. They should prove to be an even match for a fledgling hunter like you. Do not tarry. When you are done, speak to me again. Okay, sure, whatever. Whatever you say.
Look at these dudes like, oh, they're wounded, see? They're bummed out. We're gonna go kill those guys for them now. It's all good.
You know, it's almost a shame that we're not doing this in Mists, because then there's no dead zone.
What do you mean no dead zone?
There's... You that's right, you've never played a hunter, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've played a hunter.
You have?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I
Ranged.
didn't. Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't.
Of course.
With all of the dead and undead things around me, I was confused as to what dead zone you were talking about, because everything around us is dead. The zone is dead. Everything is dead. So I really wasn't.
Yes, Arcane Shot is awesome.
Yeah, actually, that's nice that there's no. That was. I mean, that was frustrating for somebody who not even playing a hunter. It was frustrating, the whole dead zone area. Wow, I'm spinning around too much. Who is this? Scarlet Corpse. We have to what?
Darnell will just pick him up, throw him on his back. He's got it.
Gotcha.
Hey,
Death
Darnell,
Knell.
I have a refrigerator that I need moved. Can you handle that?
See, seeing him pick up the corpse and actually throw it over his shoulders like that, something that was never possible before Cataclysm, really makes me wish we would have done the original OverLores episodes in video.
He just like kicks them and they pop up off the ground.
Yeah.
That's how cool he is.
I like Darnell. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, he's like, yeah. It's a pretty sweet move.
Now, Death Knell, the Scarlet Crusade, that plays into the Death Knight starting experience, yes? I believe so. Does it not?
I don't know. I haven't thought about that.
Isn't that... Well, what is the name of the...
Death Knell.
Death Knell.
No, they're in a different area.
Right, I mean, they're at, like, Lights... Well, where... Actually, I'm going to queue up the map real quick. They're at Lights Hope Chapel, which is
they're
in...
by the
Eastern Plaguelands.
Crusade?
Yeah, Eastern Playgrounds. Okay. Right? Eastern Plaguelands, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
okay.
it's the Argent Crusade, right?
Is it the art? No, it's the Scarlet Crusade in the town.
Scarlet, yes.
Yeah, it's the Scarlet Crusade. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's the Argent Crusade that then actually get those guys under wraps, basically.
Wow. He's got quite a stack on him now. I still need one more corpse. Here we go.
Yeah, you don't get credit for the group's corpses, by the way.
No.
And you're taking all the corpses, so I've only been able to find 2. So thank you very much. Our viewers are having to watch me run around this godforsaken place trying to find corpses. So thank you. With Darrell or Darnell. Darrell. Yeah, you know, Darrell, it's spelled like Daryl, but it's pronounced Darrell. I forget what that's from. That's not a Saturday Night Live skit, I think. That's Mad TV, I think it was. Or it was Saturday Night Live, I don't remember. So, actually, after we turn this in, I think we are going to wrap up part 1.
Yeah.
You want me to read this guy?
This would be a good time. Yeah, if you have it, please go ahead. I'm going to look for more bodies.
I knew you weren't useless. Here, take one of these. We Death Guards have piles of these things just sitting around. Choose your reward. And then the other one to go turn in. You're growing in strength. Never humps Hellscream. I've seen your type before. You'll be moving out of Death Knell and on to greater things before long. Just make sure you don't lose sight where you started. You have much to accomplish, Hunter. Sweet.
Very nice. And that will conclude part 1. We will see all of you very soon for part 2.
Please. Oh, but it's a steady shot. Come on.
I got it. I capped it, so to speak. You will please notice below the show notes, right here below the video, you'll get links to all of the relevant sites. You can find the show at theoverlores.com. You can find our Twitter account, the OverLores. I am at Rilandune. Nevik is at Nevik James. Michelle is at Michele Morrow. You can find her information over at michelemorrow.com. There's a link there in the show notes, as well as her Facebook page. And you can also find her on Hello Giggles. She writes the gaming column for the site Hello Giggles. And that is it for part 1. We will see everyone again soon for part 2. Cheers.
Later.
Now I gotta go eat some grubs.